Good morning again from Northern Arizona. Today we are going to process olives for olive oil. And went out late last night and picked the olives, got over 10 gallons of it. Tested out about a gallon of olives last night and got almost 10 ounces of olive oil. So I'll show you the olives we're going to process and then the equipment, and then we'll start into the work. I expect it to be a long day of grinding and malaxing and then pressing. So anyway, exciting journey and some good olive oil out of it. These are local olives that are growing on trees in people's yards. I believe they're a mission olive because many of these trees are 30 years old plus, and in this northern Arizona area, I think the mission olives were the most common olives. So I'll give you a little tour of what we've got. We've already done about a gallon, so you'll see we've got a 5-gallon bucket and then another bucket which was a 9-gallon flower pot that's 2/3 full. So I'm estimating here we have 10 to 12 gallons of olives between what we did last night and what's left for today. So we'll show you and then we'll get started. All right, so here's the buckets. You can see the 5-gallon bucket here. We took the top off of that last night. It was full, or approximately full. And then behind it we've got this flower pot, and you can kind of get a good shot here of what these olives look like. These are massive olives. Some of these things are just they're very big, bigger than I've seen in other years when we've brined them for olive oil. So we've got this grinder here. Couldn't find anything that really said it was made for olives, but I learned that a stone grinder is what you need, so got this grinder and the push stick that's behind it. And then you can see what we did last night. We got this gravy strainer to strain some of this out, but we have just approximately 10 ounces of olive oil that's separating out from what we did. So anyway, that's the journey. We'll get going on it today and record and show you what the process is that we're doing. Now the process here is just sorting out all the leaves and stuff. We knocked these onto a tarp when we took them off the tree. So now I'm just sorting them and separating the olives from the branches, twigs, and leaves. And just takes a while to do it. We've got to sit here and do it. You see here what we're getting to the bottom of this. This is the ones we did last night. That's kind of the mash after it's come out of the press. That's the process we're doing now. Okay, we're up to the line on this 2-gallon bucket, trying to keep it in those measurements so that I can know exactly how many I've got done when this is all done. We did do a gallon last night, and so this will be the next step. What I've read and listened to is that the oil is the best if you process the same day as you pick them. We did pick the olives last night, but we're all within a 24-hour period of time when these were picked. You know, you can see the leaves on there are still just as green as could be. They're not wilted, so we haven't even had time for the leaves or anything to wilt. So we got good freshness here. We shouldn't lose the antioxidants and the properties of the olive oil. So from here, we'll go in and wash these up and then begin the grinding process. All right, there's 2 gallons of olives pressed up. Didn't take too long. You can see the pusher stick I've got here. I did put a mark on the stick so that I wouldn't bury it into the auger. Some of that will still be in there. I'll give you a shot here of what it looks like, and then we'll start off towards the next process. All right, there you go. You can see in here, if the sun's not got it too much, you can see the grindings. It's crushing the pits, but not fully. And you can see that that bucket, probably that 2 gallons of olives, is just a little bit more than 1 gallon of paste. So the next step, we'll set it up and we'll show that to you, and we'll take a while doing that. All right, thank you. Okay, we've got the paste. Showed you that a minute ago. I'll kind of show that in here again. Juicy. Our goal now is really to press the oil out, and the best way to get that oil out, the most efficient, they say, is you need it's a process they call malaxing or malaxation. Basically, you're going to just turn this for at least 45 minutes and see if we can get that oil to separate out from that mash a little bit better into bigger droplets where it's easier to press out. I'll put a timer on for 45 minutes of just turning this mash. I've been going back and forth between the cordless drill and the power drill. All right, here goes. Last step here, set the timer. I should have taken a moment to show you. Now it's covered with mash, but this is basically a drywall mixer. It's got angles on it so it turns and spins the material. It's really all it is, just a drywall mixer that will help keep this turning and separating the oil. There you go. Better chance to see what's going on down in there. "45 minutes later, we've got it mixed up now. Swapped out the drills 5 times. Still, both of them are pretty warm. And next steps of the process, we should have had that oil separated pretty good. So let's see in there kind of what we got. A little bit shiny. I don't know if the camera picks it up. You see the brown on the sides. It's pretty fascinating how fast the olives oxidize in the oxygen after they've been chopped up. But what we'll go to next is taking this paste and putting it in bags. I've been putting it in just little mesh bags with the material, well, when it's wet like this, 1.5 inches or so thick, want it to squeeze down to 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch or better, and I'll put it in a press. So we'll show you that process and get it started on the press. The press we got here, you can see what it is. It's a Ewoks, and what we're going to do here, it's a stainless press. We're going to take these bags here and we're going to put five scoops in each bag. Don't want it too thick, but I want it decently thick. It's kind of thin here. I might put a 6th scoop in, but we'll see as we go. All right, there we go. 5 scoops. And then we will spread that kind of out on the bottom down here. Boy, there's just oil and fluid leaking out of it. I put the top right on it It helps press it down the top, and also I don't want those strings out the side. So that's one. All right, now we'll get this up and in the press. Bring this in. We got enough in there to do this twice with the 4 bags we got. All right, there it goes. You can see the liquid coming out already. We'll just start. I don't want to crank it down too fast. It comes over the edge inside the press. We'll just keep working it down, and over the next, I don't know, probably 45 minutes to an hour, we'll just slowly squeeze this down and work the oil out of it. It won't be long until you start to see the oil building up on the sides. We got about 5/8 of an inch on the first press we did in this jar. Fills with liquid, the oil separates to the top, and then about 5/8 of an inch. We got about 10 ounces on the first one. So we'll just keep moving forward, and we'll repeat this process. As you saw, this was 2 gallons of olives, which we've got about half of it in the bags in the press here. And we'll wash, rinse, repeat until we're through that 10 plus gallons of olives, and we'll see at the end how much oil we get. Well, here we are. It's about 6:30 at night. We've gone through this press. This is the 3rd press cycle. We ground 4 different times, 2-gallon buckets. It ended up with 9 gallons of olives. Got the last one over there that's been through the malaxation. We got to finish this one out, and then we'll do one more press cycle. So we're 3/4 of the way done with the press cycles and 100% done on the rest of it. It's been a long day, but it looks like we're going to have, I don't know, somewhere between 3/4 of a gallon and gallon of oil when we're said and done. So there's the update towards the end of the day. Might take one more clip tonight. We get a little closer to getting done, or it might be tomorrow morning. Well, hello again from Northern Arizona, one day later. We're still in the process of separating the oil from the water, but what we have there is a 32-ounce gravy separator. The glass jars where we've already poured that in, and then we got 2 13-ounce bottles that we had empty from previous mixtures. So we're going to have approximately 100 ounces of olive oil. This olive oil is very fresh, very much got a spice that hits the bottom of your throat. It's a good flavor. We learned a lot this year. Man, did we learn a lot. The pressing cycle is probably the biggest learning, that you can press this a lot longer than you think. The last one we let set overnight, and probably got another inch in that 6-inch bottle that we were using, another inch of oil just from letting it set overnight versus the 2-hour presses we were doing before. So next year we plan to do take our learnings, and hopefully we can do even better. But here's just a kind of a quick close-up. You can see a little bit in the bottom still. We'll get that separated, and the 2 bottles that are 12-ounce bottles are full as well. So a lot of good olive oil, very fresh. These are from people's yards where there is no fertilizer. So this is definitely as fresh and as clean as you can get. It's been a fun journey. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, and thank you again here in desert country of Northern Arizona.